This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Snoop Dogg acquired Death Row Records back in 2022. And this was after, I think, BlackRock let him in or something. It's a weird deal to me because BlackRock was involved in purchasing the catalog, but Snoop Dogg's allowed to like run the label or something like this. I don't know, because like they're definitely going to want their money back for paying for it. So anyways, it operates under Snoop Dogg's leadership, creating new music and managing a classic catalog. So he has some say-so in the classic catalog, which probably helps them sell, the rights to certain things, meaning licensing. That's how they make a lot of money. And it generates new interest in the old catalog, because new stuff's going on. It's a good deal, right? But a lot of people have come out and had problems with it, like Kokane, Daz Dillinger. Daz Dillinger continues to call Snoop a snake, okay? A lot of people are saying that Snoop is acting as if he's the new Suge Knight. Now, he recently went on Glasses Malone show and said these guys are, I give these guys advances if they do a new album, and I take a risk on them, and if they don't make it back, they don't make it back. They're in the red, but they got their money up front. He's trying to make this case that, like, he's the right one. But, like, certain things aren't being paid out, according to Daz, and Daz did a lot of that early catalog. Like, he produced a lot, And then you got other people that are upset. Snoop does have a reputation of doing bad business sometimes with people in the hood, or people that he knows on a personal level, okay? But he obviously has a good reputation for doing business on a bigger level with, like, commercials, TV network, stuff like that. So, I don't know, whoever's, I don't know. I don't see the paperwork here. I just know that Snoop might be trying to be the new Suge. Like, he was done wrong, and he might be trying to do other people wrong. It might be his turn. But he's had labels in the past. And, Daz is like hot and cold with them. One minute he likes him, one minute he doesn't. I see Corrupt kind of just stays out of everything. At one point when Death Row broke up, and Daz rolled with Suge for a while. I mean, that was a fact. So a lot of people were posting stuff. This guy right here, D Dimes, he posted a clip of Glasses Malone's interview, and he says, "Dog, you never put me back in the game, bruh. You've been oh no, this is Jerry Blanc. This is somebody else. What you been sniffing? When Easy E died, sorry. I got a big record deal with Scotty Brothers in '96. DJ Yella and Street Institute Records. Half dead, and Trey D. Blah 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 blah. You did not put me back in the game. Okay, that is Kokane, I think, talking now, meaning the artist. Okay, now D Dimes went off on him, and he started just spitting facts, like his own facts. I can't say it's facts. And he was just saying Snoop's not a good person and nobody wants to do business with him. And, he wrote for Snoop Dogg, and Snoop never accredited him.
Now, Snoop, I heard your interview, man, with Glasses Malone, right? Nice interview. Now, you said you take care of all your business and you handle all your business, right? And all this money shit, big money shit you talking. I feel you on all that. We already know you got money, right? But the truth is, bro, you do bad business with niggas, man. You fuck up good relationship because you want to be Suge Knight so bad. Just because you got you want to get other niggas. And that's why nobody fucks with you like that. Real niggas, at least. That's what I'm speaking for. So back to just all this business you said you handled. If you handled your business like you said you did and everything, and you so right and all that other shit, why is it that out of all the records I wrote for you, if you go on iTunes and Apple Music and all the rest of that shit, Spotify, why ain't my name next to none of the songs I wrote for you, sir?
So Whack 100 comes in and defends Snoop because, he's kind of odd like that. And he says, y'all know what he's saying makes no sense. Writers named on the side of songs on Spotify, that's a publishing mention. Shaking my head. I think people are ignorant to the business. And if he was brought out, that's not even going to happen on publishing side. If he's not a featured artist, his name won't appear on where he's requesting. Sometimes it does. This was designed to expose he wrote for Snoop Dogg. I think Whack 100 needs to check this. Sometimes it is mentioned. Scrappy says you're supposed to have your paperwork right, so he would have had to. Can't say after contracts. You got to handle business right. I done been messed over too when I was young. Yeah, and Kokane's in court with Snoop Dogg. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. Then we got Taxstone sentenced to 37 additional months over contraband scheme involving drugs and a weapon while already serving 35-year sentence. This guy's a bozo. This guy, someone's dead because of him. You could say Taxstone. You could say Troy Ave all you want. This guy was obsessed with Troy Ave. Went to Troy Ave's show that Troy Ave was going to be at with T.I. Popped out on him with a gun. And we know what happened, This guy, Taxstone's been a bozo. If Taxstone just played his cards right, he would have been a big podcaster. He already had a foundation early. He actually would have been where, like, Gilly and Wallow were at, to be honest. As much as I don't like Taxstone, he would have been successful in podcasting. He already had the groundwork done. Yeah, he blew it, bro. He blew it. But sometimes, when you go, listen, this was a bad mind guy, okay? He was bad, all right? So I know you might like him and everything, but let's be real. This guy is getting everything that he made the bed he's laying in right now, and it is what it is. All right, so I'm going to leave this here. We'll get to more news in a second. I saw, Poetic Flacco really made a lot of money off Chud the Builder. I was looking at his thing. He made like tens of thousands of dollars talking about that whole, the racist dude, Chud the Builder. I was like, check that out. Shout to Poetic Flacco for, he definitely capitalized off that. Anyways, and he's, as he's supposed to, because Chud the Builder that's a bad person. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe. I'll check you on the next one. Let me know what you guys think about this Snoop Dogg situation. Do you think Snoop Dogg's an angel and everything's right? Or do you think business is messed up at death row as usual? Peace.